Friends, our director, Mrs. Shonali Bose, over to you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much for all of you for coming. Amu released 2 years ago actually in theatres here in India. But the reason we took so long to release our DVD is because we were very keen that this film release in North America also. And so it finally released in Canada and the US in the mainstream in theatres just in 2007. And even then bringing out the DVD was a really big labor of hard work because a lot of technical snafus today, anyway. Because we wanted to really bring out a lot of things that weren't necessarily there. The censor board called me in and to give the clearance. And I said, why? Why are you giving it an A? And they said, why should young people know a film that is better buried and forgotten? And this is the reason that we made Amu. Amu is our first film. My husband Vedobrata and I made it. And the reason we made Amu is because such things as the carnage in 1984 cannot be buried and forgotten. So for me it was very personal, it's a deeply personal film. I worked in the relief camps and the story, the core story in Amu is a story that I heard myself. It's something that I can never forget, but it was just one of 10,000 stories. And so this is what, this was what the film is about. But the DVD is really special because I don't know if you're aware that A certificate films cannot be shown on television. So the only way that Indian public can get to see Amu is through this DVD. So yeah, I'm really very happy that Excel agreed to release the DVD because when you make a film with so much trouble, it's really important that the thing that is going to remain permanently, which is really the DVD, is brought out with the highest technical quality and everything. And after meeting every single person, Excel was the right fit for me. Yashpal, Loveleen and the others, they actually all originate from theatre, as do I. We all come from Delhi's theatre. And I think that made it so fantastic for us in working because for my process as a director, I got actors who just wanted to come on the set and not work, it would be disastrous. And then I discovered that Konkona felt the same way. And we all really worked a lot in doing improvisations and working a lot before we came on set. And I feel privileged and honored that I had such brilliant cast. Konkona, of course, it was an absolute honor and I'd like to hand over the mic to her. She had actually just done Mr. and Mrs. Iyer before this, which is when I watched that, I realized that she was we had a huge theatrical release in America. And that was a really litmus test for me to see that how would the American audience accept Konkona as an people who came up and said, so, which city did she grow up in? And I was like, in Calcutta. And they couldn't believe it. And I think that's the brilliance of Konkona, not just as an actor, but to really get into the skin of the character, even with her accent and everything.
Thank you all of you for being here. I'm very excited about the DVD release of Amu. Me, my friends, family and so many people from all over the world at various festivals where Amu has been screened and people may have seen it there and recommended it to their family and friends, professors and many other people have been waiting for the DVD of Amu and it was not available before this for reasons that Shonali explained to you, which is really a pity because this is a film that I think is definitely very important for me. Among the films that I have done so far, it's one of the films that's closest to my heart. I think it's a very important and a beautiful film. And I think it's very important for all of us to watch it because certainly for me when I was acting in the film, it was an education. I mean, this is not something which is taught in schools and unless you're privileged to come from a family who will discuss these things with you and make you aware, it's very unlikely that you know very much about it. And this story is told in a very, very compassionate and beautiful way. So I hope that all of you today will buy the DVD and watch it and like it and buy it for your friends. Thank you.
जब इंदिरा गांधी जी का असैसिनेट हुई थी इंदिरा गांधी जी तो मेरे घर के आसपास भी बहुत दंगे हुए थे हरियाणा में। फिर मैं एक मौका है इस फिल्म में काम करने का, स्क्रिप्ट पढ़ी और मुझे बड़ा मतलब एक स्टनिंग और हार्ड हिटिंग और इनका एक डेयर कि रूलिंग गवर्नमेंट है और उसके खिलाफ जाती है फिल्म कई जगहों पर जो कि आप सबको मालूम भी होगा या जो जिन्होंने देखी है। इतना डेयर करने के बाद, इतना सब कुछ करने के बाद, इतनी मेहनत करने के बाद क्या 2-3 अवार्ड मिल गए तो क्या फिल्म की कहानी वहीं बंद हो जाती है? मैं ये सवाल मेरे मन में था लेकिन आज उसका जवाब मिल गया क्योंकि ऐसी कहानी, क्योंकि मैं देख के दंग रह गया था। कई ऐसी परतें परत दर परत खुली उसमें फिल्म देखने के बाद जो कि फैक्ट्स थे। सो ये बहुत बड़ा एक काम हुआ है आज DVD रिलीज का क्योंकि कई ऐसी चीज़ें जो हमको नहीं मालूम होती हैं, और ये तो सिर्फ एक कहानी है, एक इंसान की कहानी है। ऐसी कितनी कहानियाँ होंगी जो छुपी होंगी। सो ये सवाल का जवाब आज मुझे मिला, क्योंकि मुझे लगा शायद टोरंटो में या यहाँ या वहाँ बर्लिन में फेस्टिवल में या नेशनल अवार्ड मिल गया तो शायद बात खत्म हो गई। कितने लोगों ने देखी, लेकिन अब बहुत लोग देख पाएंगे। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Yeah, I have a question for directors like Amir Khan and Ms. Bose. It's very easy to wake up one day and say, "Chalo, let's make a fun film like DDLJ." It might be a little less easy for somebody to wake up and say, "Let's make a film which has a cause." So I want to understand what drives directors like y'all to wake up one day and tell yourself, "Let's make a film that will probably make a difference," or "I hope it makes a difference," or "It touches upon a tougher topic and it's not just all song and dance, it does drive some message." What is that one thing that drives directors like y'all to make films on such subjects?
I can't speak in what other films I would choose to make, but certainly in the case of Amu, it was a story that was burning to be told. Like nobody had made a film on the 84 riots, which was something, as Bedo said, a watershed event. So the two of us together actually said that there has to be a narrative film on this to bring it to the world. Now our second film is a film, is not a sad thing, but it's maybe difficult. It's an uprising against the British that were led by the youth, Chittagong uprising. So yeah, it's perhaps difficult. I think there's so many really brilliant, fantastic people who make the films that I personally love watching, like Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge, that I feel that maybe I don't need to. No, I know you're not saying that. I know you're not saying it in a pejorative way. What I'm saying is there are enough people making those, maybe that I feel maybe I'll also make one of those. I don't know. As I said, it's my first film. But for me as a filmmaker, it's my passion that drives me to make cinema. It's not like that's what. Like it has to be a story that is bursting to be told from me. That's the film that I will make. And so I don't know what that path will be for me in my entire lifetime. I hope I continue to make films that can both entertain and be meaningful.